Mrs. Aderoke Aboloshodo. And so good afternoon, Ma. We have noticed that in society today, many young ladies still feel shy or ashamed to talk about their menstrual period. And so we would like to know, how do you think we can change and correct this mindset for them to be more open?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm happy to be here. If you are happy to be a girl child, can I see your hands up? Yes, one of the wonderful things that can happen to humanity is having girls. Because when you are dealing with a girl child, you're actually building the entire population. You're actually developing the global world, not a fractional part of the population. So as a girl, you will feel happy and blessed that God has actually put so much in you. And one of the things that makes you to be unique is your menstrual ability. That is your menstruation. And that is the flow, the blood that comes every month, that if you don't have it, then you are a man. So it is your uniqueness that you should carry with pride. God has given you that menstrual cycle so that you can produce, you can reprocreate, you can bring forth another human life. Is that not wonderful? Is that not wonderful? Afúnmi ní àǹfààní láti máa ṣe nǹkan ìlóṣooṣù, nǹkan ló máa jẹ́ kí n lè mú ẹ̀mí mi wá sí ààyè. To give birth, like I myself now, somebody has made that to me. My beautiful mommy is here. If not for a girl, a woman, who will be me speaking now? Who will be my sister? Who will be my mom here? Who will be one of our daddies that are here? Am I not lucky to bring forth, to bring a life to live? So why will I be ashamed of it? It means I don't have enough information. Mi ò ní ìmọ̀ tó péye nípa nǹkan yẹn, àwa máa ti dún nípa ẹ̀ nítorí kí ni ọ̀tọ́ lọ́run fún mi tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tí ò lè gan wọ́n ń jowú pé àkọ́wà náà lè ti ẹ̀wá lè máa mú ọmọ wá sáyé o, Ọlọ́run wá fún èmi lè máa bí ọmọ. Nǹkan yìí ló máa ṣokùnfà bẹ́ẹ̀ni náà ṣe máa lè bí ọmọ lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Kì í ṣe nǹkan tí èèyàn ti dún nípa rẹ̀ rárá. Téèyàn bá nílò àlàyé nípa rẹ̀, èèyàn á béèrè lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó mọ̀. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ obìnrin tí wọ́n ti la ikú àsìkò yẹn kọjá, wọ́n lè ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fún wa. Báyìí náà rìn, báyìí náà rìn. Oṣooṣù ni màá máa retí nǹkan yìí. Oṣù tẹnìkan sì yàtọ̀ sí tẹnìkejì. Báwo ló ṣe yàtọ̀? Ẹnìkan lè ní cycle tó short. Ẹnìkan lè ní cycle tó long. Ẹnìkan lè ní average cycle tó common, that is 28 days. Tó jẹ́ pé ní every 28 days màá máa ṣe tèmi. Kì í ṣe nǹkan tí mo lè máa ti dún nípa ẹ̀. Àǹfààní ló jẹ́ pé mo ti ẹ̀ jẹ́ obìnrin. Torí tí kò bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, mi ò ní lè mú ẹ̀mí ní ìwà láti wá máa di àyè. Ẹ̀mí mi tó lè di gómìnà lọ́la, tó lè di pẹ́sidẹ́ǹtì lọ́la, mi ò ní máa ti dún nípa ẹ̀. Kì í ṣe nǹkan tí ìyàtọ̀, it's not something to be shy about. It is something of pride that I am a pride girl. I'm proud to be a girl child. I'm happy, I am blessed. My impact is not limited to teaching alone. It's also to develop, to build, and to impact the whole nation. Are you getting me? Thank you very much. I'll be expecting more questions from you as time goes on. Thank you.
Okay, so my next question is still on the topic of menstruation, and has to the fact that quite a number of ladies, quite a number of girl children, they struggle with maintaining cleanliness during their cycle, especially during the menstrual period. So what are the basic the basic hygiene that girls are expected to inculcate during their menstrual cycle?
menstrual hygiene. So we are blessed to be having our menstruation. God has given it to us. It's part of womanhood. If you don't have it, then you are a man. And I'm sure you don't want to be a man. Because God has sent you to this world for a purpose. You don't have to feel shy. You don't have to feel lesser than a particular gender. You are born to fulfill a purpose. Now coming to the menstrual hygiene. Menstrual hygiene are the things you do to maintain cleanliness. Cleanliness during your menstruation. When you are doing your menstruation now, I'm not supposed to be feeling an offensive bad odor from you because you are menstruating. You already have information of your cycle, which if you have opportunity, I will explain to you what your menstrual cycles should be. We have short cycle, we have normal average, then we have long cycles. Everybody has one. So if you know the one you belong, you should be able to know when you are expecting the next menstruation. It should not catch you unaware. I shall be staying in the class. That's a poor planning. Though it changes, varies for a day or two due to some factors like stress, like an illness, and all that. But you should be able to know that, oh, by so day, I should have my menstruation. Then you plan for it. When you start menstrual hygiene, from what are the material I will use for my menstruation? How often do I change them? And as we change them, we should be able to know that I will wash my hands so that it will not be smelling. See, if someone sits beside you, if I want to change your location because the smell will be so much. This normal smell of a normal menstruation is metallic. It's supposed to be just like natural thing. Not too bad odor that even with you that you are doing itself, you may not notice it because you are used to that type of odor. But somebody sitting beside you that's not used to that will be feeling the bad odor. So set, oh, okay, this is the one I want to use for my menstruation. You know what you have been using, fine, this is what I use. How often do I change them? Normal flow, and it's every 4 to 6 hours you change them. So that one, you are preventing yourself from contacting a kind of infection. Pelvic infection, urinary tract infection due to you're not changing the pad or the clothes used for the menses accordingly as at when due. Then you wash your hands. Hand washing is very essential. Remember during COVID-19, they encourage us to be washing hands. You can't even shake one another just to make sure that we avoid, spreading and contacting illnesses. So COVID-19 has gone back to menstrual hygiene. Hand washing during your menstruation time. You wash your hands. Then adequate bathing. And you put deliberate consideration to some areas, right from your armpits, the genital areas, and all your body. Make sure you wash them properly. It's a time that God thank you, another time has come for me to do what I need to do my menstruation. All glory to God. Now you maintain cleanliness with it. From what you use to do the menstruation, from washing your hands, from taking your bath properly morning and evening, from making sure that everything that you use for it is so neat. You want to pray, God will not want to see a dirty person in His presence. And all these things that you do for the menstruation, properly dispose them. Don't flush them inside the toilet, you can block the toilet. So look for where you dispose it inside the bin, or you bury it, cover it up with the sand. Just make sure that it's properly disposed. And make sure that you can use deodorant that will make sure that it balances the odor that they want to come during that time of menstruation. And when you do that, you will feel safe, you feel proud, you feel comfortable because everything will go on normally.
Thank you very much for that beautiful answer. And now we're moving on to this guy, Mrs. Olatunju Abiola Kafayat. This man, we are also that we are in a country where most opportunities are mostly centered for people that are advantaged. However, what advice would you give to girls in societies where they have access to limited opportunities, how would you advise them to take control of their lives into becoming successful?
Thank you, madam. Let me say this. Both female and male, we are equal. We are equal. The only thing that differentiates all this, our understanding, the knowledge we have. So, the girls, they should try as much as possible to get adequate education. They need it. It's a kind of backup for them. You know, if we have men at the top, women can do better. Because what a man can do, a woman can do better. And yes, I do best. Thank you, madam. And as it is, when we're talking of the country to country today, we women will have upper hands to become somebody important. We are the most important personality. So, what is here for the girls is to, one, they have to be educated. They need education. Then the social aspect of it. When we're talking of social, I'm not talking of they should be going to party, they should know. But they need to be social. Know what is going on. You know, this is we are in global village. The world we are in now, the technical and the technology. So they need to develop themselves too. When they get developed, wherever they are, nobody will put them at the back. And ability to stand for themselves. Ability to stand. They need to be encouraged. They need that encouragement. Self-awareness. They need it. And by the time they are doing such a thing, you know, they'll become a successful person. And again, there is no limitation to where we can go to, where we can reach. There is no limitation. We have the opportunity as boys too. It's only left to us to utilize our opportunity very well. And the way we can utilize this is the parents should support the female children. You know, when you have a boy and a girl, you will see them, they will say, go to the kitchen, go and cook. After all, obìnrin ló dey go down, you want to go balẹ̀ o, ó yá lọ balẹ̀. Then they will leave the boys alone. At the end of the day, they are not even bringing out the best men. No. Women, we are not failure. So the girls should try as much as possible to get adequate education. They should be determined, focus, and concentrate in whatever they want to lay their hands upon. Even the entrepreneurship aspect of it, when they are educated, they will go further than others. And where we are today, we lead. Ladies lead, others follow. Yes. When you go to the institutions and you're talking of best graduating students, they are full of females and males, full of females. You will see best doctor, female. That of recently is female. Likewise, now one thing, female. So when you're talking of female, you will see that when we develop ourselves, we will reach the better place than the men. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that beautiful response. Round of applause from the audience, please. Okay, thank you. And I'm moving to my ACI ambassador. See, majority of the time we are being told, I mean, this is something that I also experienced and still experience, that we are always told that leadership, that leadership is something for the adults, it's something for, the grown-ups, not for kids or for teenagers or for the young adults. But at the same time, before we become adults, we certainly need to develop these skills, because if we do not develop them at a young age, by the time we become adults, we will not be good leaders. As such, how do you advise for girls to develop leadership skills while young? And also, what qualities do you think we need, but I am one of them, so what qualities do you think we need to develop in order to become good leaders?
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, beautiful ladies, and everyone. Yeah, so to the question, as a teenager, you can lead from where you are. You can start learning. I want to believe that from small things, like arranging the house, organizing your siblings to do house chairs, organizing your friends, your peers, even in schools, to do debates, doing community service. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan ládùúgbò yìí, wọ́n ní àwọn èèyàn tó máa bá wọn gbé bọ́kẹ́tì lọ́kàn mi. You are part of the process of people together. Volunteering services, even as young as you are. You already exhibiting leadership skills. You only need to practice. You only need to work on it better. You can lead from where you are, no matter how old you think you are or how small you think you are. Leadership is not over our way to do it. We have children that is the younger one that will exhibit leadership skill first before the older ones. So wherever you are, in whatever capacity you find yourself as girls, you can lead from where you are. Thank you.
Alright, thank you very much for that very beautiful response. Now to our cultural values facilitator, ma'am. Okay, so like Mrs. Malakutu mentioned, we live in a global village. Majority of our values are being affected by social media, trends, and all of these things. So how would you advise that we still key in? What are the things you think we can do to still key into our cultural values and moral values as young ladies?
Thank you, moderator. Good afternoon again, ladies, girls in the house. Well, to the question, how we can still keep our cultural values in the face of these social media trends and the tech? Yes, look at this man that started a program on Saturday. I want to believe you are aware of that program. Maso Igbo. Yes, don't relegate our culture. Don't relegate our values. Be a proud Yoruba girl or woman, as the case may be. So you yourself, be creative. Dare to be unique. Even look for something like that man. My husband was saying, I wouldn't know. I was not even researching his background. He studied Yoruba in university. Then people might be saying, what's the essence of going to university to study Yoruba? To do what? Yeah, they have gone there to know better. Even to know our language. It's not, the majority of us today, our parents, let's start speaking by the vernacular. So who tells you our own language, our mother tongue is vernacular? Know that language very well. So it can fetch you good fortune, it can fetch you money. Look at that man now, he has sponsors. So he's now trying to test you how long you can go, answering questions or speaking without mixing it with English. Òyìnbó mílíọ̀nù náà la gbọ́, ẹja gbọ́ èdè wa dáadáa, ẹ̀ka wà nǹkan tá a lè mú jáde, even with the social media, with the trend, can now blend it to bring out opportunities, people that can fetch you and lend you good future. Thank you.
Alright, thank you very much for that beautiful answer, ma'am. Now this is a question to one of my wonderful panelists. And if you like give an advice to these young ladies that should be able to positively shape and impact their lives in whatever, in every single area, what advice would that be? Okay, after you were to give a piece of advice to these young ladies that will positively impact and turn around their lives for the better, what advice would you give?
Hello, girls. You are happy to be a girl child like me. Can I see your hands? Good. Mommy has said that whatever a man can do, what will happen to us? We do best.
You do best.
You go to MTN, you will see CEO, females are there. Go to banking industry, you will see females. Go to any year now. Actually, we used to see, unlike before, that every one of them would be men. That was before. Things are changing now. God has actually lifting us up. So don't stay low when God has lifted us up. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? Yes. Education very important. If nobody appreciates you, appreciate yourself. You get me? If anybody is not, speaking well of you, believe in yourself. People's opinion don't take time to change. Today they will look down on you, but tomorrow they will say, had we known, we couldn't have treated you badly. But that is when you get to somewhere. Education is one of the things. Make sure that you focus on your education properly. Very, very important. There is no permanent friend. Any friend that you see that you are keeping that is not going in your direction, that friend is a distraction. And when distraction is too much, getting things successfully will be so difficult. So know where you are going, set your goals. You know your family background. But let me tell you a beautiful story that your background is not enough to put your back on the ground. Go and see the stories of people that are making it. You will see how low. In fact, some of them born with no spoon. If you are born with a plastic spoon or you are born. Some people, they were born with no spoon at all. I was born to a family where we were 5 girls and just a boy. And those believe. They believe that, this is their role, this is that. All the girls, they were looking at us that maybe one day you end up in the kitchen. For me, I decided that I would not end up my own in the kitchen. Kitchen is part of it. But my life career, my goal, my destiny, my purpose of coming to this world will not just end inside the kitchen.
JCI. Okay. International Women Day. International Women Day. International Women Day. If you are proud to be a lady, a girl, can I see your hand? Clap. Please appreciate yourself. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin eléyìnbó mò ń láti padà mi lè wà níbí ohun tí mo máa ń sọ ni wípé àṣà tá a bá fi ojú ọmọ kékeré hàn ó máa rùn so tí bá tún wá wà níbí èyí tí mo sọ ṣáájú yẹn kán lè bá wọn pé mi náà gbọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ tí mo kọ́ lọ́dọ̀ yín lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti sọ látàárọ̀ àtàlájà tí mo kọ́ lọ́dọ̀ yín ni o ẹjọ́ torí ọlọ́run ẹjẹ́ mi ọ tí mo kọ́ lọ́dọ̀ àtàlájà ni àti lọ́dọ̀ ọ̀nàrẹ́bù mo kí ẹ kú oríire o torí wípé kì í ṣe ẹ̀yin nìkan ni wọ́n pè sí bí ilé nìyí. Màá máa ṣe ní àmúlùmọ́là kó lè bá a yé yín dáadáa torí tí bá tó sọ Yorùbá tó lè lè máa ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin ìyá tó wà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà yẹn ẹjọ́ mà àwọn ọmọ ẹni mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ tún mọ̀ fi ọ̀rọ̀ tí yín kẹ́ tún máa kó sínú ọ̀rọ̀ tiwa mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wò mí lójú. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn pípù tí àwọn èèyàn yìí máa ń sọ ní ẹjọ́ mo bá gbẹ etí ọ̀tún yín wọlé ẹ má jẹ́ kó gba tòsí jáde mo rí wípé àwọn tí ó fẹ́ mú lò nínú yín ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kọ́ sílẹ̀ tí ẹ bá padà délé ẹ tún lọ jókòó kẹ́ ẹ tún rò wò dáadáa. Ntí ò bá yé yín ẹgẹ́tì tọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó organize kíní yìí bí wọ́n ti sọ kò yé mi o ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi ṣàlàyé ẹ̀. Èmi ò wá mú nǹkan bíi mẹ́ta kan jáde. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ wo ni wípé kò sí bí ọ̀pọ̀ ṣe sórí tí náà kí ò ṣe kò sí. Àwọn panel fẹnu kò gbogbo wọn sọ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan àtàwọn tó kọ́kọ́ ṣe tán kọ́kọ́ fún wa ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni àtàwọn panel ni wípé kò sí tí ọkùnrin lè dà tóbìnrin ò lè dà tó o bá fẹ́ dáadáa ọlọ́run ọba yóò jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ dáadáa o. sẹ́wọ̀n wípé ọkùnrin náà ṣe wà ní tó bá fẹ́ kó ń dà ní ọ̀padà dà. tí o bá tó bá rìnrìn àjò pé kó dàdàkúdà yọ padà dàkúdà ni. tó bá dé rìnrìn àjò dáadáa yóò dáadáa ni. wọ́n á fẹ́ rọ̀ yín láti òní lọ ẹ fi pamọ́ sọ́wọ́ sí ẹ má fi jẹun. tẹ́ ẹ bá ti délé lẹ́nìí ẹ jókòó kí ni mo fẹ́ dà lọ́jọ́ iwájú. ẹ̀yà ni o ẹ̀sìn ni o kò dí ẹ lọ́wọ́ láti má débi tó o fẹ́ délé ayé. Torí wípé mo ń lo ìkọ́ torí pé mo ń lo ìjà tí yẹn bá kàwé dé lẹ́bù kan wọ́n nígbà kí n máa lò mọ́ ayéjọ́ ni o ayéjọ́ ni o. Tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ sí every year àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n graduate UI àwọn tó ń mú first class jáde ẹ rí ìkọ́ lórí wọn kò tẹ̀ disturb wọn in fact mi tí ẹ máa ń jẹ́ fúdù máa ń gbé. mo wá jẹ́ Christian yóò affect ìsúnmọ́lọ́run mi ìwọ́n tó jìnnà sóòótọ́ ni. má jẹ́ kí ẹnì kankan kó gba góòdì lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kó gbé pàǹdà ní ẹ lọ́wọ́. gẹ́gẹ́ bíi tí wọ́n ṣe ọjọ́ ọ̀la yín ni wọ́n tó ṣe o. torí ibi tẹ́ ẹ dé dúró yìí ló lágbára jù. tẹ́ ẹ bá ti jẹ́ kí wọ́n tàn yín kí wọ́n sọ fún yín pé kò sí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀. tó o bá ti lóyún báyìí yóò sàmọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́ ni o. tí o bá dẹ̀ sàmọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́ tó bá yá òun wá ṣọ́gbó ayé ẹ lọ. tó bá lọ kàwé by the time tó bá kàwé tán yóò ní standard ẹ ti kéré sóun. òun ò lè fẹ́ ó dàbí pé secondary school ló kà náà yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní mú wálẹ̀ yẹn. ṣùgbọ́n tó o bá fèsì education wàá sà wàá rọ̀. yes alájà fún wa ní example CEO bank tó jẹ́ pé obìnrin ni òun dẹ̀ ló gbowó jù ní gbogbo àwọn CEO bank tó wà Nàìjíríà dé. kò lè affect ilé rẹ̀ kò affect ọmọ rẹ̀ kò lè affect tó yẹ kó máa ṣe nínú ilé pẹ̀lọ́kọ. Education is key. Anybody tó bá ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ tàbí tó bá ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ tó bá ń sọ fún ẹ wípé ẹni tó kàwé owó ní wá ẹni tí ó kàwé owó tí ní wá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó kàwé gan tí wọ́n ríṣẹ́ tí mo kọ́ fẹ́ da ojú òpó rẹ̀ lò. First thing tó gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́kọ́ ní òun ni ìbẹ̀wò Ọlọ́run. Lẹ́yìn ìbẹ̀wò Ọlọ́run kó wá rí wípé o ní education. Tó o bá ní education o ní wàá fi lè ní good sense of judgment. Education western tó ní ó máa head the native intelligence. Sùmọ́ wá rọ̀ yín ẹ má ju Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ kó sí páńpẹ́ ayé o. bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti ń kàwé tẹ́ ń gbìyànjú ẹ di òkú ọlọ́run dáadáa. nǹkan kan wá wà tí mo máa ń sábà sọ fáwọn èèyàn àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin. obìnrin mẹ́ta ni mo ní ọkùnrin náà, so close máa wọ obìnrin mi dáadáa. mo fọ́ọ̀sì wọn wípé whatever education tó bá fẹ́ ṣe kò gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́kọ́ discover rẹ̀ irú iṣẹ́ wo gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́kàn. While you are still going to school, wà á dẹ̀ máa kọ́ kínní yẹn. Lẹ́nìkan máa ń sọ fún yín wípé yóò àfẹ́ ti ìwé yín irọ́ tó jìnnà tó tọ̀. Ìwọ fúnra ara rẹ ni kó má jẹ́ kí ó àfẹ́ tẹ̀. Tó o bá kàwé tó o kọ́ tailoring job, nígbà tó o bá fẹ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìwé tó kà, mo mọ àwọn kan ní ìsìn tó yẹ pé even lórí social media ni wọ́n ti ń ta gbogbo iṣẹ́ wọn. Àwọn ni wọ́n pèrè àwọn pé wọ́n láwọn ṣe tailor, wọ́n ní fashion designer láwọn. Kò dẹ̀ mọ̀ bí àwọn aráàlú ìbò ṣe ń pè wọ́n, àbí àwọn tí a bá ṣe ní iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń mú aṣọ òfì. Kò síbi tí wọ́n àti ìgbé aṣọ òfì dé throughout the world. So màá rọ̀ yín, àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe àti ní tọ́nà àtò PhD holders tó pọ̀ lọ, Christian PhD holder lóbìnrin tó pọ̀, Muslim PhD holder. Báwa ṣe ní àwọn yìí, òun náà ni a ní àwọn obìnrin tó jẹ́ drop out, tó jẹ́ pé area boys ni wọ́n bá káàkiri. And one thing about àwọn yẹn ni wípé they use and they don't do. Ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run. Etí JCI tí wọ́n ń ṣe léèní ó ní láti lè rí wípé ọjọ́ ọ̀la yín dára. Ó wá kù sí yín lọ́wọ́. Ẹ make sure wípé ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan, even àwọn àfáà wa tí wọ́n jókòó àti àwọn àfáà tí wọ́n jáde lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Àwọn òsínú school of thought tí ó sọ wípé ọmọ obìnrin ìwọ̀nba àbúrúdéka. Ibi tí civilization dé nísìn, gbogbo ibi tó bá lè kàwé ẹ̀ dé ni kò kàdé. A ti wà ní àyè kan tí wọ́n ń wá obìnrin mùsùlùmí tó kàwé tí wọ́n rí o. Kí ni wọ́n ṣe? Ẹ lọ bá gba àwọn Christian wa. In fact, bí tá a ti ń wá lọ́la ti rí àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe obìnrin tó kàwé, wọ́n dẹ̀ fi wọ́n hà. Ẹ wà bọ́ta ẹ máa bá gbogbo ẹ wọn bá yé wọn fún mùsùlùmí láàyè. Ǹjẹ́ aláwọ̀ àwọn ọmọ obìnrin yín láti kàwé? Ṣùgbọ́n a dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run, gbogbo àwọn olórí wa nínú Islam wọ́n ti mọ yìí pé kí a fún obìnrin ní education. In fact, Institute of African Studies, woman kan abẹ professor ni ṣùgbọ́n ìfọ̀n bẹ́ẹ̀ obìnrin ti. So ẹ má jẹ́ kí wọ́n fi tọrọ dípò pọ̀ lójú fún yín, kí wọ́n máa sọ fún yín pé yóò àfẹ́tì ẹ̀sìn yìí o, kíní kan irọ́ tó jìnnà tó tọ̀. Ẹ wá jẹ́ òtúrẹ́ Ọlọ́run, àwọn òbí yín lọ́wọ́ yín o, àwọn òbí yín kò lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ ẹ̀yin obìnrin òun lẹ máa ń tọ́jú òbí jù tó bá dọjọ́ alẹ́ ìyún tí obìnrin náà bá dá o reason tẹ́ ẹ fi gbọ́dọ̀ make sure wípé ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gòkè ọlọ́run ó sì jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gòkè o ẹ̀yin sẹ́wọ́ ẹgbẹ́ o ẹ̀ tún ní máa wojú òbí nígbà tó bá di pé òbí dàgbà tó wọ́n expect kẹ́ ẹ ṣe fò. màá wá rọ̀ yín jésì ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ ẹ ó rí wípé àwọn klọ́ọ̀bù yìí kì í ṣèjọba o àwọn ń ṣe agbátẹrù kí ìgbáyé pọ̀ wá kí àti peter gbé kó lè ba òkè àgbà ni fúnra wọn ni wọ́n dáwọ́ ara wọn tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe program tẹ̀rí lénìí wọ́n á fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ó dìde mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ bá wa appreciate JCI lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí everybody ó dìde. Ó yá ẹ jẹ́ pàtẹ́wọ́ JCI. ẹ ṣe international women day ẹ jókòó ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa mú lọ fún àwọn other branches mi ìmọ̀ bóyá branches lẹ máa ń lò ní àbí charter.
àti ó ti wà nínú àkọọ́lẹ̀ báyìí pé ọdọọdún la máa ṣe program yìí.
ètè mi wá wí ni pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣe ń ṣe é nísìnyí ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo
àwọn tó tún lọ ṣe.
sẹ́kítà bá ń ṣe báyẹn a lè ní ẹlòmíín wà tó jẹ́ wípé òní ẹ chíǹjì àfojúsùn ayé rẹ̀ sí dáadáa chíǹjì ẹnìkan bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ chíǹjì yẹn ẹ wo yẹ àwọn tó so mọ́ àwọn tí ó so mọ́ sótórí náà ẹnìkan yẹn àbí méjì àbí mẹ́ta yẹn kó o lè ṣe fẹ́ dà wọ́n bí àyàfi ká máa pè wọ́n kán máa pọ̀ dáadáa sọmọ olùyìn lọ́gbọ̀ ẹnu ilé àtọ̀nà ẹ̀yìn náà ọlọ́run lè jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lókè títí débi tó dé nísàlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti ń ta yóò máa jó bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti ń lù yóò máa dún JCI ti àjọ tiyín Ìbàdàn Prestige yóò máa fẹ̀ lójú sí yóò dẹ̀ máa tóbi sí ni gbogbo ayé ó tún wá mọ̀ yín sí dáadáa so Ministry of Culture and Tourism is proud to be associated with your activity. So my regards to the entire members of that club. Ẹ̀yin bàbá àti màmá wa tẹ́ wá Honorable Atọ́batẹ́lẹ̀ just came back from abroad and she rushed down here because wípé wọ́n ní àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ wà bí ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi fún wọn ní àtẹ̀wọ̀. Ẹ ṣeun bàbá ẹ ṣeun mo ẹ má bínú ọ̀nà mi pọ̀ ẹ rí i pé ara mi balẹ̀ mọ́ so ẹ jọ ẹ yóò dá wa bí mo ṣe lọ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín my sister ní agbára ọlọ́run àfojúsùn yín ọlọ́run bàjẹ́ tí ó lè kó jọ ẹni kú fáwọn òbí yín ẹni lé ṣubú dànù ọlọ́run ní fẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀tá sàdánwò ọlọ́run ní fẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀tá sàdánwò ní agbára ọlọ́run tẹ́ bá ti ń ta yóò máa jó tẹ́ bá ti ń lù yóò máa dún ẹ fi òní máa rántí wípé 10 years ago a wà nínú lálùpọ̀n
City Hall.
grand hall pé ibẹ̀ ni mo ti gbọ́ àkọ́kọ́ tí mo ti gbọ́ nǹkan báyìí mo dẹ̀ ní mo dẹ̀ múlò ní ayé mi tí ayé mi fi dà ní agbára Ọlọ́run á rí many JCI members ambassadors láàrin ẹ rántí wípé àwọn kan ni wọ́n dìde tí wọ́n fẹ́ mú òjì ìgbésí ayé yìí o tẹ́yìn náà bá dàgbà tán ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí báwo la ṣe fẹ́ gbé àwọn tó ń wà nísàlẹ̀ yín sókè òní kó jẹ yín lógún o ní agbára Ọlọ́run ní agbára Ọlọ́run ẹ̀yin sẹ́wọ́ ẹgbẹ́ yín o ní agbára Ọlọ́run ibi tẹ́ ẹ máa rásọ sí ìpolówó wọn bá mi sọ gbogbo bí lẹ máa jẹ́ gbogbo òlú lẹ máa jẹ́ gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ state lẹ máa jẹ́ gbogbo Nàìjíríà lẹ máa jẹ́ subhana rabbika ìsàkì àmàlà àsìkò wàsálà àmàlà alhamdulilayi tẹgbẹ praise the Lord. Somebody shout hallelujah. Elaboru, elaboye, elabo ṣiṣẹ.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll be taking 2 minutes interlude when we take pictures with our honorable commissioner.
Please, everyone, we need you outside.
You can tell me what menstruation is.
My name is Nadia Maria. Menstruation is the monthly flow of blood from the womb through the vagina, which causes the sexual contact.
Good. Let's clap for her. And this is your gift that I've been looking for you.
I told you there are a lot of gifts here. Don't worry, I will keep it for you.
Thank you very much for that beautiful answer. So menstruation is also known as menses. When they say, when do you do your menses, they're still referring to menstruation. Or when they say a period, so the things are used interchangeably, but they are like actually meaning almost the same. Menstruation, menses, or a period. It's the monthly vaginal bleeding that occurs when the uterus sheds its lining. Uterus is a womb. Oni Yorùbá ń pè ní ilé ọmọ. Bí mo ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, every month the womb, God has designed the womb to carry the baby. So tó bá ti wá di at the point in time tí kò bá rí baby, gbogbo nǹkan tó ti build, what will happen? Ó máa break down. So that is when we now have the menstruation. So each month the uterus prepares for a possible pregnancy by thickening its lining. The lining is the endometrium from the biology. As I'm saying, you flash back and remember, okay, during the biology class, we were taught about uterus, this is the endometrium, this is the ovaries, this is the fallopian tube, and all that. So if pregnancy does not occur, the uterus sheds the lining, and that process is the bleeding. So it's known as the menstruation, or we call it menses, or we call it a period. It is a normal part of the female reproductive system, and it begins at puberty and continues until menopause. Menopause is the time when you stop having the menstruation. The menstruation starts at puberty. Okay, that is the simple definition of it. That is the vaginal bleeding that every woman, if you don't have it, it means you are a man. And I don't know, and I think.
Inshallah, I believe if you have the effort, all what Allah needs from you is effort. Just make an effort. Their effort will go a long way. I beg of you, try and be a good citizen. Don't join bad gang. Don't join yahoo yahoo, or what do they call it, drugs, addicts. You understand? Don't let them take a little money to, to entice you. So please, dear children, try your best and be your best. So you have to be a child to be vital investment in our collective future. All mothers and all parents have to, it's a collective job for us to do, to make sure you are someone in life. Okay? Now, you have to be our leader for tomorrow. There's nothing much for me to say. Everybody has said it earlier. So, a leader of tomorrow will make a change maker for every one of you. And you have the opportunity to be it. So, just try your best. As a woman, we face challenges. We face a lot of challenges. But alhamdulillah, this time they are giving women opportunity. It's up to us, you guys, if you want to catch the opportunities. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run, ẹ try láti catch it. You are in the age now that you be able to catch more opportunities. Please, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ listen sáwọn parents yín àti gbogbo àwọn tó bá ń bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ láti ní opportunity yẹn láti get someone in your life. So, commissioner bẹ́ẹ̀ tó sọ earlier àbí one of the speaker náà ló sọ ṣẹ́rí tẹ́ bá ṣe léyìí bí àwọn GCI ṣe dúró láti ṣe léyìí tẹ́yìn náà bá dàgbà ẹ̀ lè láti ran ẹlòmíì náà lọ́wọ́ láti gbé wọn sókè. So mo bẹ̀ yín nítorí Ọlọ́run torí ànábì Ọlọ́run kó wọlé àwọn oṣù yìí kó gbàdúrà yín kó dẹ̀ gbàdúrà àwọn òbí yín torí à ń gbàwẹ̀ Ramadan sìn adẹ̀túngba lẹ́ẹ̀tì ṣẹ́rí pé double kìíní ni látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba fún wa. So double blessing. So make sure can make your opportunity yẹn láti ṣe kíni láti jẹ́ someone in life láti try your best whatever your parents give you. Just be contented with what you have and I'm sure you will get to where you want to be inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.